Hello, friends, and welcome to today's episode.
One day, a mother and her young son were in a grocery store when the manager asked them to leave because the child's look had upset another customer. Even though she was upset about what happened, the woman promised to keep working for her son to have a normal life. When Dylan came into the world, nearly 80% of his body was covered with moles. His back was fully black and bleeding. Kara, his mother, noticed right away how different he looked when she saw him for the first time. Dylan's mom was surprised when she saw how different he looked from what she had expected. During her pregnancy, all of her tests, scans, and trips to the doctor went well, and there were no signs of trouble. Kara, who works as an air traffic manager, told me that her son was born with dark red birthmarks all over his face, arms, and legs. She said that the biggest mole started above his ears, went down his shoulders and belly, and ended on his bottom. The woman from Atlanta, Georgia, said that there were hundreds of satellites with spots that were as big as a $50 or as small as a single dot on a pen. Dylan had a PET scan and an MRI when he was only 5 weeks old to see if he had cancer. Kara and Nikki, his parents, knew for sure at that point that their son had been born with skin problems. But as time went on, they learned just how bad it could be. The little boy had a rare skin disease, and it was said that his brain had a lot of melanin buildup. Dylan even had seizures when he was about 4 months old because of these spots in his brain. When his parents went to see a doctor, they were told that their beloved son would need a number of operations to treat his illness. Dylan is said to have had a lot of surgery when he was young to get rid of the dark spots on his skin and keep them from turning into deadly skin cancer. His parents, meanwhile, hoped and prayed that his spots wouldn't come back or turn into cancer. Kara talked about how her beloved son had to have surgery every 3 to 6 months to get moles removed from different parts of his body. The caring mother said that she hoped her son would live a long and happy life. Kara was so proud of her brave boy that she went on and on about how he always had a big smile, was very strong, and made everyone fall in love with him, even the people who worked at the hospital where he was being treated. Dylan started to notice that he was different from other kids his age as he grew up. Kara said that people were confused by the way her son looked, and that when he was out in public, people couldn't help but stop and stare, which made him feel uncomfortable. One day, this put the mother and son in a very sad position. Kara was very sad and hurt for her son, but she found the strength to become his biggest supporter. Kara said that when people were shocked by how her son looked, he gave them cards with information about why he looked the way he did. But one thing really hurt the mother to her very core. Dylan was with her at the grocery store when the store manager asked him to leave because one of the customers was upset by how he looked. Kara was upset by the strange event and promised to fight for her son's happiness and safety. The Georgia boy has a rare skin disease called huge congenital melanocytic nevus, which only affects 1 out of every 20,000 people. As he got older, the doctors chose to do more thorough and successful procedures, which included putting skin from other parts of his body into his face. But they weren't easy things to do. Kara says that expanders were put under her son's skin and filled with water to make the skin more flexible. After 3 months, the expanders were taken out, and the extra skin was used to cover the spots where the nevus had been taken out. The whole process was like getting breast implants. After 26 surgeries, Dylan, who was only 4 years old at the time, got rid of almost half of the moles on his shoulders, neck, and upper back. But he had to keep going through the process to get rid of the last 30%. Mark Beckwith, who is the CEO of the Nevus Outreach, said that his organization's research showed that using skin expanders to help conditions like Dylan's didn't increase the risk of cancer by more than 5%. Kara is still hoping that her beloved boy will have a bright future and a normal life like other kids. Kara said, "We're not going to hide, though. I'm not afraid to take Dylan out at all, and I don't want him to be scared or think there's something he should be ashamed of." Dylan's folks set up an online fundraiser to help pay for the costs of his care. As of April 27, 2023, $5,295 of the $7,000 total has been raised. By October 2021, when he was 9 years old, the boy had had 33 surgeries, but he was still upbeat. Dylan enjoys swimming, playing sports, and being with his friends and family, according to his family. Dylan still goes to the doctor from time to time for his condition, but all of the surgeries he has had have been good. The son of Kara and Nikki is a little fighter who has stayed strong and brave through his scary experience. Dylan's parents have been writing about his amazing trip on Facebook, and in September 2020, they posted an important health report. According to the post, Dylan looked happy and healthy. He was wearing a baseball cap and glove, and only a few spots were bothering him. The little boy also thanked his fans for loving him. Dylan has been going strong for a long time. On May 24, 2022, he turned 10 years old. On January 7, 2023, the kid was happy as he stood next to his bigger brothers and sisters. Happy and Happy New Year to everyone. Wishing you the best in 2023, the message said. Many people responded to the touching post. One person wrote, "Hi Dylan, Happy New Year. Have a great time, you look great." "Looking good was there from the start," said a second person. Dylan still gets along well with his loving friends and family, and he looks like any other boy his age. We hope he has a happy, healthy, and full life and achieves all of his goals and dreams. That's it for today, friends. Please let us know what you think about this story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for more amazing stories.